All right. So I guess I'll lead off with, my name's Colin. I'm the CEO of Invernix and one of the lead developers on the MD-11. So we've got it behind me here. Since the last expo, anyone that was there, we more or less just had a proof of concept. We showed it with one screen kind of working, and that was really just about it. Today we've actually got it behind us flying. We've got all the screens on. We've got it actually looking and feeling kind of like a plane. Since that last update, we've really made an effort to go deeper with the simulation than even the 717 went to. So we started lower level. We're not even using FCOMs anymore. Now we're reading maintenance manuals. So these manuals, these schematics, I've had help from my guys to help understand this, because it's a lot sometimes. But what we have now is a simulation that feels like a plane. We don't just simulate, you click the button and a breaker or a bus comes on. You click the button, then it connects a power source. It's transferred through a whole relay system into the electrical circuit that's then measured, and that's your output. And that's how the plane works. We do this to allow for failures, to allow for deeper simulation. All these things have happened since then. We've got the plane to probably about 80% of its relative progress, I'd say, since the last time we worked on this. And now we're happy here to show it everybody at Expo. We've had a pretty positive result so far, I'd say, from everyone that's got a chance to put their hands on it, but it's heavy. I think we set it up at about just shy of MTOW, I think, today. It's been about 500,000 pounds, and it flies like it.
It does. Oh, since developing it, the MD-11, what's like your feature favorite of it, the MD-11?
Favorite feature. So I've spent a lot of time working on the glass and the computer so far. So that's the area I think I can probably answer for with the strongest knowledge. But I would say a system that at first I thought was kind of weird has actually become very evident to me why it exists watching everyone fly it today. The LSAS is the lateral stability assistance system. It's a whole mouthful, but basically helps the pilot not over pitch or tail strike or anything like that. And coming from the 717, I was like, why do we need this? This is so much computer, there's so much assistance. And then seeing how hard it is to keep this thing in the sky, I know why they put it there. And now I'm excited to be able to have that in the plane, even though we have it's halfway to fly-by-wire with the roll, and now I know why it needs that assistance. So far, it's been one of the more challenging, but I think one of the most rewarding things to see, because it affects everything you do in the flight.
All right. What makes the MD-11 the best aircraft ever?
Oh, man. I do love the MD-11. I would say I can't say it's necessarily the best ever, but I can tell you one of the things that makes it really unique and really cool is the automation. It was way ahead of its time. This is a 90s airplane that has fully automated flight controls. It has all glass cockpit. It's got things that we didn't see until 10, 15 years later from a lot of other aircraft. And I think being that far ahead of its time and having so much cool tech on board deserves it an honorable mention, no matter who you think, or whatever you think the best plane is.
So then what is your favorite plane then?
I've always been a 737 Classic guy.
There you go.
I gotta call it like it is.
Those are fun. We get those in through my work sometimes, and they're always fun to see the oldness come through.
Yes. I had flown a lot as a kid, back and forth to family on 737 Classics, and specifically Southwest, and that's where I developed my love of commercial aviation. It's now grown to include many of the other awesome airplanes that the aviation world has to offer.
That's awesome. Anything else you want to mention, add on? Smart cars, anything?
If you got time, I'll be more than happy to talk your ear off.
I know you can. We can have a conversation for hours, I know that.
But I'll try to keep it short. I do have Smart Cars 3. We're just getting ready to bring that into 1.0. We actually have the tech lead and the project manager for Smart Cars 3 right here. We'll bring him in. I'll let him give a little bit of a speech about Smart Cars 3.
I've never had to wear a lav mic.
There's a first for everything.
There's a first for everything. So yeah, Smart Cars 3, getting that through. What would you like to know about it?
Why is it better?
Why is it better? Well,
what's better than Smart Cars 2?
Customizable to any VA for any point in time, so you can just put in a plugin that if you want, you could just add. So let's say you don't like our chat system, get rid of it. Write your own, and that's fine.
We encourage it. If you don't like it, change it.
We aren't offended, I promise. We will not take it personal at all.
Yeah.
And then obviously we got the MD-11 as well. That's going through. I don't know what you've spoken about.
No, we
just MD-11 a little bit.
That makes sense.
PAX doing?
PAX, it's doing well. It's been stable for a long time. We do have a voice PAX update planned, but honestly, It is, the MD-11 and smart cars have kind of taken a bit of priority over that project, and just being honest about it. So we do intend to come back to that. We actually have a whole list of features that we plan to add to it and improve over time here. We've been collecting all those reports. They're not just going into the empty suggestions box. They are going somewhere. It's just a case of making it make sense.
It's the sound packs.
What
we're working on.
We want to bring world voice packs to it, so it's not just the one flight attendant. We've got the whole world represented, or at least more of it.
Exactly.
Pretty awesome. And now, say I handed you a blank check to develop anything. What are you developing?
That's a really tough question. If it was for me, A380.
Oh, you know, I'll second that. It's been a cursed project. A lot of developers have tried, and it just seems to be it's a very challenging plane, and it was a weird aircraft to master in real life, and it seems like that translated to the development world as well. But it's something we've still yet to see a really full fidelity implementation of, at least this far.
It's such a behemoth as well. I just think it would be so majestic. It's not the queen of the skies, don't get me wrong, but that's been done.
I always thought that was a cool plane. I watched a documentary about them shipping it through the small town in France. They had to close both sides of the road, and it's just the technical requirements to make that plane happen make it worth mentioning too.
It is insane.
Just touching a little bit more on the MD-11, we are doing a pre-sale today. We actually opened it up, so we had the collector's edition sale back in December. We're doing the pre-sale today and on till release. The reason that we're doing that, it helps offset development cost, of course. It's something that's used in the AAA game world all the time. We're kind of leaning into that to help make sure that we can maintain the quality that we want. We want to do this full time, we want to do this right, we want to make sure we're not rushing for everybody. So we're trying to give people the option to opt in and support it early, and I really want to emphasize option. If people aren't comfortable, we don't want them to feel pressured to buy it. That's why there's no incentive. You're not, other than a slight discount, you're not losing anything by not buying it. So if you want to support the project and get on board early, save some download time when we get there, go for it. It helps us make it happen and continue to do what we've been doing and exceed. And that's it. I just want to make sure we really set that record straight. And again,
it helps us keep our quality.
Yes, and anybody that's had a chance, we want people to come up and take a look at it here at Expo. If you want to see it in action here, there's plenty to show. We have demos of failures and all kinds of cool stuff that I really haven't had a chance to talk about much on our Discord or anything, but we will be soon after the show.
It's a behemoth.
Yes. It's a heavy plane that we've set it to be. Yeah. I don't know why we've made it so heavy. People are flying it and they're like, wow, this is like half what is it?
About £500,000 pounds.
£500,000, yeah. So it's like, oh.
It is. All right, I appreciate the time.
Awesome, thank you very much.
Thank you.